Welcome, welcome, friends. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome for popping in. Thank you for being here. We are in an event today. It is with the Creative Kinship Event Group, and it is Crafter's Choice. Up after me will be Craftifornia Dreaming with Raven. She will be on at 5. So, let me make sure that I am in all the places that I need to be. If you are seeing me, please, if you could, I would really appreciate it. If you guys could share me out. Okay, so there I am. Right. Copy link. We're gonna go over this a ways and here. Thank you to everybody who's popping in. I really do appreciate you very, very much. We will be doing some pockets today that are kind of like Halloween vibe. We are getting close to that season, and so we kind of need to be ready for it. Hello there, sweet Connie. How are you, my dear mama? I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Gives me everybody but me. Thank you for sharing me out, dear. I really appreciate that. Hello there, Miss Wendy. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to everybody. Alright, let's get you guys down here so hopefully you can see some of what I have, other than the normal disaster that's on my desk that y'all are, I think, are starting to get used to seeing, because there's always a disaster on my desk. I'm sorry, just the way it is. And alright, let's move some stuff over. Thank you, Miss Tanya. I appreciate that. So I am going to be recycling this old calendar page, and I love this little set of pumpkins up here with the pirate hat and all that. So we're going to be cutting them out as a fussy cut to add a little bit of interest. I do have some journaling cards here. It says 31 on it. Costume party, and then this large one, I know it says 2015, but we're gonna try to swap that out, and then we're gonna cover this back here. And I did bring in this paper pad here that's got some different colors in it, and a Halloween pad. So we're gonna be working with these papers, and yeah, let's get started. Hello there, dear Raven. So Raven will be up after me, so y'all need to make sure you stick around, okay? Make sure you stick around to see her when she comes, because super excited to see what everybody's been making today. And because it's Crafter's Choice, you can be making all kinds of different things. I know the lady before me was working with a stencil, and I'm just trimming this down so I don't have the white in my way, okay? That's pretty much what I'm doing with this one. And I do want to make this kind of like a little folder thing that opens up and pops up. So we're going to score this. I am so glad that you are doing well, my dear. You know that makes me very happy. Okay, so this is an 8 and A little bit less because I trimmed off some stuff, but it's like, it's right at 8 and 8. Okay, so we are going to try to cut this down, and I'm trying to think, because this is directional. This other side is not directional, but this side is directional, so I'm trying to, because I want it to flip this way, so I'm going to cut it in half. And I turned my paper around so that it is flipped, so that now I can make sure that I have that direction, because I want to make like a little folder with these, and we're gonna put a pocket on the inside. So you should be able to come in here now, and you can fold it like you would, like normal. You could score it if you want to. I'm going to score it just because it helps the paper to have a little bit less cracking when you score it, especially because this is a little thicker, so it's like a cardstock, so I definitely don't want it to just like, you know. So we have, that's the inside of one of ours. Let me get this down. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to score this other one at the halfway point, which is right at my 4. And we'll score this one. No, I was a little off. I was a little off with that one. But it's okay. We can fix it. It's not a problem. See how it's just a smidge off here? But that'll be fine. We can fix that. That's not a problem. Can always come in and trim off whatever your excess is. So we're going to work with that. We're going to trim it off. There we go. Alright. So perfect. Now that's going to tell me that that side is a little wonky. It'll be fine. It'll be alright. What about this one? This one's a little bit off too. I guess I wasn't doing it right at 4. It'll be okay. So you guys are just gonna hang with me for about an hour while we work on these things. And hopefully I get to inspire some of you to try something different, something new, because you know that's what it's all about. And let me see. Yeah, this cute little high right here. Do I have decorative scissors around me? I do not. Let me get some decorative scissors. Give me 1 second, guys. Hello there, Miss Lisa. How are you? Miss Lisa was on before me. She was making this really, I saw that she was working with the stencils. Because I know you gotta clean them. This is gonna work. This is gonna work. I'm glad to hear that, my dear. I am very glad to hear that. We're gonna do some distressing. I do like to ink, so I like to have that look on my projects, so whenever I'm doing stuff, you'll get used to me just inking things up, because that's just how I like it. I know that there are some creators that are not big inkers on their paper, and that is totally fine. They prefer the clean look. I don't know, I like the old and grungy look. So we're just going to glue this alongside here, because that's going to create our tuck. And we're just going to make a few of these little folders. I think I want to make another one of, because I got caught off the other night when I was making it, and I'm sure that y'all would love to see it. One of the little books that are paper clips. So I think I'll do one of those here once I finish these two, so that way y'all can see them. You're an inker? Awesome. Listen, you know, there's those of us who love to ink, and then there's those that don't. And that is totally fine, because everybody has their way that makes them happy. And at the end of the day, when we're crafting, it should make us happy. Okay? Alright, so we're going to let that dry a little bit. Where did my thing go to? Come here, come here, come here, come here. Okay. And I am going to try to ink up this end over here now that it's attached, because it made no sense to ink it while I was gonna glue it. Okay, plus we wanted to make sure that we got the white here, the paper, inked up as well. This is not art glitter glue, it's just called Roxanne's glue basted glue, temporary basting glue is what it's called. I just like the really nice tip to it. I have used the art glitter glue before. The only thing with the art glitter glue is once it's down, it's down. It's stuck. So you don't have much time to like try to readjust anything. That's why there's some people that will not use an art glitter glue and will only use like the Fabri-Tac or something, because it gives them time for the wiggle room. I don't like how thick Fabri-Tac is, so I literally use that only if I'm using fabric. I try my best not to use it. So, and it's got a smell to it. And there's some days that I am more hypersensitive to smells than others, so I just try to face myself. Like right now I'm having an allergic reaction to something I don't know. My eyes are swelling, and I took a Benadryl so that I'd be alright, but we'll see. You got it? What you get? I still have bought either. You still haven't bought either is what you're trying to say, right? You have not gotten either of those. How you doing, my dear Cynthia? So yeah, that's a good question. What is everybody's preference when you are paper crafting? What do you like to use? My favorite glue is a glue I got at the dollar store 5 years ago. Hey, if it works, it works. Okay? If it works for you, it works for you. If you like it, that's all that matters. Oh, you got it about the glue? Okay. Yeah. I tried the art glitter glue. The only one I haven't tried is the Bearly glue, the one with the bear, but it's very similar to they're just pricey. They're very pricey. And this bottle here came with the craft lot that I'd gotten, so I was like, why not? I'll use it. I already have it, right? Might as well. I might as well use it, seeing as I already have it. Let's see if I find me a spider somewhere. Spider sticker. Okay, that one seems a little bit better. We'll do that one. And I think I'll put it over here, and I want a spider for it, so I need to find me a spider. So we're gonna wait for a second on that one. Miss Lisa uses the art glitter glue and the Fabri-Tac. See, and that's the thing, like, you use what is gonna work for you. And plain old Elmer's glue. I use Elmer's glue too. The only thing with the Elmer's glue, just like with a Mod Podge or things of that nature, is you have to be careful because it will wrinkle your paper. So that's why some people don't like it. But, you know, if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. And that's what's important, right? So we're just gonna use what we can, use what's in your budget, use what works for you, and if you like it, you know, just use it. It'll be a-okay. I said I just haven't used the I want this a tad bit smaller. I just haven't used my art glitter glue in a bit because I had this glue, so I was like, I have this glue here, let me try this instead of going to buy some, right? I already had it, I might as well. Aleene's, a craft glue from the dollar store. Oh, see, I use Aleene's too. I know which one you're talking about. I have the white one that we can get at our dollar store, and I have a clear one that I had gotten from Joann's back when we still had them. So, back when we still had a Joann's, I'd gotten the clear Aleene's glue from them, because my Dollar Tree only sells the white one, and I wanted to try the clear one. It's the same thing, y'all. But a lot of people had told me that it was very similar to using the Fabri-Tac. I don't feel it holds fabric as well, which was my only beef with it. Aleene's tacky glue, carefully. But anything with acetone in it. What are we using acetone with? Why would we use something with acetone? Isn't that the stuff that we use like on our nails to take nail polish off? I'm confused. Why would I put that on my paper? I didn't think glue had acetone in it. I know you definitely have to be... Oh, and this is the other thing that I noticed, is that it's going to depend on what you're trying to use your glue for. So if you are wanting to use like pictures, then you need to make sure that it's something that's a pH neutral. I know that much because it'll mess up your pictures. The strong smelling glue has acetone in it. Gotcha. Okay, now that I can understand. So see, so I just cut it down, and yes, I know that I left the other side straight, but I kind of wanted to peek through. That was the idea on that. So how's everybody's Wednesday been? It's been a while since I've been on just crafting. I feel like I spend a lot of time here lately either sleeping or with at the doctor's office or on whatnot. So, hello, Miss Nancy. Welcome in, welcome in. We're just talking about different glues while I'm over here just inking away at this cute little, I don't even know. This is going to be some kind of an insert something. It'll be something. I know that much. Don't know yet what it will be, but it'll be something. You just woke up. I was up all night working on the craft go. Oh. So when is this? Hello, Miss Nancy. If I didn't say hi to you, dear, welcome in. Yeah, I've been just having a rough night lately. Rough night, rough day, rough everything. But it'll be alright. Once I get off, I'm going to take a second Benadryl. And I know that's going to knock me out. So my daughter was like, Mom, you need a Benadryl. I was like, I know I need a Benadryl. She's like, well, do you want me to bring you one? I was like, only one. Because if I take more than one, I'm going to fall asleep. And that's not going to be good. She was like, okay, I'll bring it to you. Normally one takes care of stuff, but I don't know. My body's been trying to fight me lately, so it doesn't surprise me. My normal stuff don't work. So we got this little tech here with this little 31, and it's got a spot to write there, and then a spot to write on that side as well. I think that's pretty cute. And then I do want to stick this on here, but I need to find a spider, and I had spiders. I had some sticker sheets. What'd I do with them? Oh, here we go. I knew I had them somewhere, so I was like, wanted to keep them close for today. So I kind of, since we have spider web there, we're gonna use these spiders right here. I got these from the Dollar General. They are pop-up wall stickers, so they are dimensional, which I really do like. So we're going to use the smallest one on here. It's going to look like he's crawling away from it, crawling upward on it. And so we're just going to give ourselves a little bit of some glue here. Like I said, what I like about this one is the fine tip on it, which my art glitter glue had as well. I also put my Elmer's glue in a Sugar Bell bottle, which is like an icing bottle, and I love it because you can put tips on it, and it's got a small tip on it. Which is really good. Okay, and now we're going to take the smaller one of these, and like I said, now I always add a little extra because I guess I'm extra and I just want to make sure that it's going to stick. Plus, to be honest, sometimes we don't know how old the stickers are, even the seasonal ones, because they could have been from last season and they just recycled them. So I always like to put a little bit just to be safe. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So see, so now we have the spider that's coming off, right? And then we have the cute pumpkin jack-o'-lanterns on the inside, the little tag right there. Very simple, but still cute and effective. I think that came out really nice. Alright, so let's work on this one. Now for this one, I need something on the inside. And I'm looking here at my, I have a few die cuts out here. So we're gonna look and see what we have. These ones are all like Hello Friend. They're more fall than they are Halloween vibe, are they? Okay, so no, I don't like these because these are all way too fall colors. These are fall. Those are way too fall-y. And those ones are a little more Christmassy than they are fall. Alright, so let's see. See if I bring in one of my little witch's hats and we can use it as a tuck. So this is a playing card that I decorated. I don't know if you guys can see that. They're in the shape of a pizza, but I turned them into little witch's hats. So wait a second, I have a black spider web one. So should we do black spider web or should we do orange hat? Which one do you think, black or orange? Which one do y'all think would work better? Should we use the orange one or should we use the black one to have some contrast? What do you think? Any ideas? I think I'm gonna go with this orange, with the black one, just because I think it pops up a little bit more in contrast. So I'm going to glue the bottom. That way we can use it to tuck our card in. So I'm just going to glue the bottom end of this. Okay. And I am going to use some of this other one just because I want to make sure that it's actually going to stay. And because sometimes these playing cards can be a little on the glossy side, I'm just going to, I don't know if you guys can see, I'm just going to take a sandpaper just to the part where I'm going to add the glue so that it actually has something to hold on to. Okay, because that many times that happens with the playing cards is they have this gloss on them and that can really work against you when you're trying to adhere them to something, okay? Okay, so we're just gluing the bottom of this triangle, which is a hat, so that we can tuck our little costume party into this. So I'm actually going to put a little clip on this for it to hold while we work on our little mini book, okay? While we work on our paper clip mini book. So that's gonna sit there for a little bit. All right, now if y'all remember last time when we were working on these, we had our strips of paper that we had stamped, right? We had stamped these. Come on. She's sticking a little bit. Okay, and then we folded them up so they're stamped on both sides, right? We folded them up like an accordion, and then we took the remaining and it's going to come on over. Alright, it's going to help us with our binding. So I'm going to add a little bit of this glue right here, and we're going to form the binding of this little mini book. Now if you were making this into an ornament, you would want to put your string right here where this is going to hold, because that's going to be like your strongest hold point. And then I'm just going to varnish here a little bit with my bone folder, just to make sure that that glue, you know, really makes contact between the fold and the folded parts that we're using, okay? Alright, now let's see if we remember which one of these books it was. I don't think we... Wait a second. Oh yeah, that's because I made one too many last time. Okay, so that's too short for what I'm wanting. This one can work. Oh, this one's got a large spine. That's not gonna work. I would have to make multiples. Well, I mean, I have another one I could make. So this one says 18,000 words often mispronounced. That's an interesting book. Let's see, this one has a smaller spine, and it'll work. Okay, so we're going to use this guy right here. Now these little book images, I got these out of a ephemera pack. So if you, just in case if you were wondering where they came from, they came out of a Tim Holtz ephemera pack. That's where I found them. Okay, and let's give ourselves... But you can make your own covers too, alright? You can make your own covers. That's an interesting book. The amount of words that are mispronounced or misspelled is crazy. Of course, it doesn't help that in the English language, there's the grammar. Honestly, is thrown out the roof, out out the window, with some of its things. So see, we have a teeny tiny little book right there. So we have the first signature. We're gonna need a second one. I so happen to have another one right here. So we're gonna work on this. And we're going to make this signature the same way. We have to glue this portion, okay, where the leftover flip flop is. And we're going to come here, and then we're going to come over and hold it. And then remember to varnish, because we want to make sure that that glue is going to, see, and I have actually some glue that seeped out. We want to make sure that that glue actually does touch all of the folded sheets that we had done for our strips, okay? We have a functioning little set of book pages. Okay, and this one is actually a little bit short. No, wait a second, that's because the whole thing is moved. It is actually a little shorter than this one is. Y'all see that? It's a little shorter. It's a tad bit shorter. Let me see, is this other one also short? Yeah, these ones are the same. Okay, so then the question is, which book do they go to? Because it is a tall and skinny one. So I don't think that one's going to work too well. And they were pretty big for that one. I'd have to cut them down. Because if I put them in here, they are short. You see that? They're too short for that book, and I don't want them to be this short, because I don't want to really cut right there, because I'm going to cut into that image. So we're just going to actually trim these down. And have them fit. Alright, so let's start by getting this kind of started. See if I can get me a fold going. And then this one almost looks like one of those old Reader Digest type book, the way the cover is. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Okay, folded that side. Come on over, and we're going to varnish this side and fold it. You can make them for charms. You can make these into charms, into little ornaments. You can use these for anything you want. I am making them for these. I made some the other day. And They are paper clips. Well, I haven't stuck that one yet. Oh no, I have. So these are for little paper clips, and they actually have little pages that you could flip through or write on if you wanted to, but it's a paper clip. That's what they are. That's what those ones were for. But you could totally make this into a charm. Of course, you could make these into ornaments, like I said, little hanging. You could make these into like a bookmark with like a long piece of ribbon. That would look really cute as well. Okay, so I'm going to mark where I need to cut these down to. Thanks. Yeah, I was just trying something different. I wanted to try to make something a little bit different, and so I was like, oh, let's make these paper clips. Because yes, I've seen charms that are like little books, so you can totally do that. I just like the idea of making a different style of paper clip and make it look like a vintage book. So we stamped a whole sheet of paper, of printer paper, with a ledger and with script writing. So that's what these are. And then we folded it accordion style. Make sure that I have them on the right, there we go, the right way. See? And you could put whatever you want into them. This is where the craft go would be so much fun. Yeah, because you get to do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, book charms. And see, that's the thing, like you could make these into like little charms to hang up off of your journal if you like, you know, like a dangle type. Okay, so that one is still a little too large. Oh, you did. I hope it was a good thing. Did I do something okay? You know, that's I guess one, you know, one of my fears is that people will always, you know, will refer to me for something good or positive that I inspired them for. So that's the thing. That's why I come on, is to play with my friends and hopefully inspire you guys to try something like this. Like, oh yeah, I have copy paper, I have stamps. You know, you can make these if you don't have the actual little book covers. You can make your book covers. You could find some and print them off. Mandy! Hello, Miss Mandy. Oh, you were explaining the craft and go. Yeah, cool. I'm excited for that one. I am very excited for that one. Alright, so now that I have my paper actually trimmed down to fit this book, now comes the deciding on how do I want to do the paper clip, if I want to do it as a paper clip. So what I did was I took the last page and I glue the back and the page with the paper clip in between. It was a random example. Hey, I'm okay with random. I'm totally okay with random. Let me get a paper clip right here. And I am using large paper clips. Just so that y'all know, like the larger ones, not these ones. Not the small ones. I'm using the larger ones, okay? But not the jumbo ones, because I think the jumbo ones would be too big. Alright. So, I'm going to start by gluing this down, and then you see where it ends here? I try to make sure that that stays underneath where our end of our cover is, so it doesn't come up, because then you got to think about when you go to use something, this is as far as you'll go. So if it's a little further down, you'll have a lot more for it to grab onto. So that's what I was doing. You like my idea? You like it? I'm glad. Mandy with a Z. Mandy with a Z. Oh, so funny. Y'all are hilarious. You know that. Y'all are just hilarious. Just saying. Hilarious, hilarious. Okay, so I have my paper clip, and I'm gonna set it down for this. And I'm just gonna set it down, and then I'm gonna take the last page from my little page accordion that we created, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to just hold it down for it to you know, grab hold of the paper. Miss Connie with two ends in the middle. Y'all are a trip. A trip. Y'all are so funny. Too funny, guys. Too funny. But I absolutely love having you guys here to hang out together. Alright, so now that it's starting to kind of adhere, okay, we can go on to the next part of our process. And me and my OCD self is going to make sure that these are looking upright. We're going to put glue all along the binding here, and we're going to attach our signatures. Okay, so kind of like what we did earlier, so very similar to what we did earlier. We are attaching the signatures to, and I'm going to varnish it, varnish it, whatever, however it's pronounced, it's fine. And I'm just going to work this so that the glue will work into those pages, okay? Rosie with an E. Oh, y'all are too funny. Now, I don't mind that I can see the dip of where my clip is, my paper clip is. I don't mind that. If you do, then you might want to consider doing it like what I did with this one, where what there is in the background here is just a small piece of paper. Ah, did that wrong. Totally did that wrong. It's supposed to go out, downwards, and that goes down, this comes up. So what I did was I cut the last page, okay? I cut, and so that way I don't have this folding here, okay? I was trying it a different way to see and then it just fits there. Okay, so you can do it however works best for you. Rosa without the E. Yeah, because her name is Rosa, not Rose. I guess I could say Tamara with the without the E, or all the A's, however you want. Since we're doing that. So see, now I have a book. Obviously I'm being very gentle because the glue still needs to attach properly, but it's pretty much done. You see that? And now I have a functioning paper clip. This should be dry, so I'm gonna remove this part here. That if I wanted to, I can attach and have a little mini book up top of whatever project I'm doing. See that? So I know somebody wanted me to finish that off, and I'm glad that I had the chance to do that today, so that y'all got to see that. Now this one, remember, we did where we only glued the bottom of this playing card, which I turned into a witch's hat, and now we can use it as a tuck for this little card. And so you can pull it out, you can write down, you can write who was the best dressed, or you could put a picture here if you wanted to, or you could have it on this side, whichever way you want to. Okay, so we have this one. We did this other one over here, and this one is just with a tuck. Alright, nothing too complicated. You're just going to glue two of the sides down so that it is open. And then this is just a little journaling card with the number 31 on it. And this is a die cut. And then this was a sticker. So that's all. Okay. Tamara with every other letter an A. Yep. That is so true. That is very, very true. So see, look how cute that is. Okay, so we have that, and then I have like 8 minutes left. So, and then we did these, and like I said, I've made a few more, and I have some more that I can turn into, again, charms or whatever I want to. It's really not that hard. I started doing them and we lost power that day, so I couldn't finish it, at least not live. So I wanted to make sure that y'all saw that. Okay, this is another card that I have, and it just says October 2015 on it, and then in the back it has like color theory pairings and stuff like that. Well, I'm not too interested on this. I want to cover this up because I want to turn this into something where you could journal on. So we are going to add, where'd I put the paper pad? There's that one, but where's the other one go to? What you doing, Wiki Pose? Huh? What you doing, Wiki Pose? So I really like this little paper pad thing here. I like that because that would give us some lines in a wonky way, but it would give us some lines. So we're going to use it, and we're going to just cover the whole thing, okay, in lines in the back side. And we're going to make ourselves a little journaling card that we can add into a large pocket, tuck in a journal, you know. Heck, you could even put it in a card if you wanted to. You know, could turn it into a large tag. That might be another option. But first, I want to cover it. So we are going to cover this. And this is me just looking through like the stuff that I have and trying to use what I got, because Lord knows I definitely have it. Alright, while that dries, before I go to cutting it up, let's cut. Hello there, Miss Jody. Remember this? I showed this at the beginning. I have this old calendar page, and I want to cut those pumpkins out. So we're going to cut these pumpkins out. And we're going to use them to help decorate. Such fun papers. I'm always looking, especially when it comes to Halloween, for papers. Because I love it. I think they're a lot of fun. And then with Christmas, I try to stay away from like traditional. So I was really happy because last year I did Pink Christmas, and there really wasn't much around. Well, I went to the Hobby Lobby yesterday after my doctor's appointment, and guess what? Where their Christmas paper is, they had a pad that had pink pages in it, and I was like, yes. So of course I grabbed it. So I'm gonna be doing some more Pink Christmas this year. Hello, Miss Sheila. How are you, sweet friend? Thank you for popping in. For all of you guys and ladies and gents who are popping in, we are in an event. It is Creative Kinship. It is their Wednesday Crafter's Choice event. And up after me is Miss Raven from Craftifornia Dreaming. She will be on in the next few minutes. And I'm sorry, I am a slow fussy cutter. My hands do not want to work the best with me sometimes. And it's just really weird how this one position is very uncomfortable with my hands. So I tend to be very slow with it. I try to use my Cricut whenever possible to do the fussy cutting for me. And Miss Cynthia knows, because I've asked her to send me things in a specific format so I can do that. So, alright. Okay. We're going to trim this down. Gonna trim it down. I'm so grateful to have all of y'all here joining me today. It is absolutely lovely. I hope you guys are having a wonderful middle of your week. And have a blessed rest of your week as well. Just in case if I don't see you. I do wish you guys the best. Enjoy some of these cooler temperatures that some are starting to get, because fall is coming in. So definitely enjoy that. Alright, so I think I'm going to put a sticker to cover that 2015, because obviously it's not 2015. Now this cute paper here has given me lines for journaling, but we're going to decorate it up with our pumpkins. And that'll be it. We will have finished 2 little pocket cards, a journaling card, along with making one of the paper clips for you guys to see. So I'm excited. Hopefully you guys will try some of these out. And of course, you don't have to do them Halloween. You can do them in whatever style that you like. I don't like the gory, so you won't ever see me do like the horror gory type. I just like cutesy Halloween or the, you know, dark romance style. That's about as dark as I'll go. So thank you so much to Miss Tanya for having me today. I really do appreciate it. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you guys hopefully soon. Have a blessed Wednesday, and I love y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Go watch Raven, okay? And join the Creative Kingship. It's a free group, you guys, and you guys get to see awesome creators.